Alright, welcome back. Today we're talking about the Netherlands, one of my all-time favorite countries, and this has mainly to do with all the amazing things you can do there. I've visited the Netherlands ever since I can remember. I did my first trip there when I was 1 year old. I also lived 1 year in Amsterdam, so I'm quite familiar with the whole country and all its beautiful areas. So let's get straight into it and talk about a few things you can do in the Netherlands. The first thing I can think of right off my head are the beautiful Thule Fields, and you might have seen them on Instagram, colorful fields full of flowers. They are in lots of places in the Netherlands, but they're not right next to Amsterdam, for example. The best place to go to for the tulip fields is Lisse and the Keukenhof in spring. They have loads of beautiful flower fields. You have to pay an entrance fee. If you don't want to pay the entrance fees, there are free tulip fields to see around the area, but you're usually not allowed to step into the fields themselves, but just look at them from the outside. It is definitely worth to go to Keukenhof in my opinion. They do some beautiful plantings and figures with the flowers. It's a really enjoyable day out. If you're in the Netherlands in the summer, please go to the beach, because in my opinion the Netherlands is Europe's best beach destination, and that might surprise you a lot, but this is mainly due to the beautiful sand they have and how clean it is at their beaches. You really won't find anything like that in more popular destinations like Spain or Italy. In the Netherlands it's super clean, dogs are allowed at the beach, it's just white sands. The beach is surrounded by a beautiful natural area usually. The water might be a bit cold but also super clean, so definitely go to the beach if it's a bit warmer. And when you're done swimming or sunbathing, head over to the dunes. These are sand hills right next to the water. This is perfect for a relaxing walk. There's also beautiful forests in those areas usually. There are loads of places with dunes in the Netherlands. One that's very easy to reach, for example, is Noordwijk or Katwijk aan Zee. If you are more into urban landscapes and the busy city life, you won't be disappointed with the Netherlands either, because there are some very exciting cities there. Of course, there's Amsterdam, there's Rotterdam, there's smaller Utrecht and many other places that come to my mind like Leiden, Alkmaar, Maastricht, The Hague, Groningen. There's really something for everybody, with lots of shopping to be done, lots of sightseeing to be done. You can experience the Dutch culture there, go to a cheese dance festival in Alkmaar. There's really a great selection of cities to see and even to live in the Netherlands. I do urge you, however, to also see the Dutch countryside, because that's where you'll see the famous windmills and the quaint little villages that really make up the Netherlands and will give you a whole different feeling of the country. This is where you can experience what life in the Netherlands is actually like, what some traditional houses are they lived in the past and today. And again, these villages and the countryside surrounding it are great for walks. When it comes to smaller villages, there are really loads to choose from, which are all really nice, but I, for example, really like Apkoude or Sneek. If you are into electronic music or just clubbing in general, Amsterdam is the place for you. I definitely recommend you to go out in Amsterdam or any other of the Dutch cities. There's loads going on. There are countless clubs and bars, and even the streets turn into a dance party sometimes in Amsterdam. Before living in the Netherlands, I didn't really know much about the food. They have some tasty snacks there. And that's really what the country's food scene is most about. It's not really about full-on dishes, but it's more about all these tasty snacks they have. Sweet and savory, there's something for everybody, so make sure to try some snacks there. Of course, this is the country of the bicycle, so make sure to bring your bike or rent one in one of the many different stores where you can do so and go on an explore. It's perfect for cycling. There are very safe cycling paths there. There is quite some wind slowing you down, but the surface is super flat and, as I said, very safe to go with children or by yourself. So definitely don't miss out on a nice bike ride in the Netherlands. There's no better place for it, really. And while you're at it on the bike, make sure to see some nature. There are some amazing national parks in the country, some of which also let you rent bikes for free when you pay the entrance fee for the national park. I haven't been able to go to loads of them yet, but they all look very interesting, and there's also even some wildlife you can spot in some of them. Finally, I've got a bit of a special tip. If you have an extra weekend, you have nothing planned in the Netherlands yet, I recommend you to take the train up to Friesland, a very underappreciated area of the Netherlands, and actually my favorite area in the country. They have some beautiful canals there, so why not rent a boat? You won't need any license for it, and just have a ride around on these canals on your own houseboat. You can sleep on the houseboat and just experience the beautiful countryside of Friesland. These are some recommendations on what to do in the Netherlands. As I said, I really love the country. If you have any more suggestions, I would be happy to read about them in the comments. Thank you very much for watching today, and I'll see you in the next video.
Got the feeling in your bones, make you feel right at home. How does it well, keep me dancing till